So there's always this question before you bring on HR support or you hire someone dedicated for HR. What's the magic number of people you have in your company before you need HR? And I always heard, oh, it's 20 or 30. And after working with you, I feel like I wish we had started with HR support because hiring the best and the brightest from day one is such a critical element to success. So now when somebody asks you that, specifically in the solar industry, what do you say?
I would say it's not even exclusive to solar, it's zero. Before you're ready to make that first hire, HR, and again, you don't need to hire a full-time HR person, right? That's a huge investment. We understand that. But engaging someone in HR to make sure that yes, you are hiring that right person that is the right fit for the organization, making sure you're set up correctly, right? There's all this other compliance, legal mumbo jumbo, right? That you have to make sure you're aligned with, but that fit is so critical, right? You take that comparison of those large Fortune 500 companies, right? You have a company that's got 180,000 employees. Having one or two bad hires not going to be as impactful as a small business that has one, right? That's 50% of your team if you're a single business owner. And so if you don't have the right fit, that's where we see most small businesses is one of the biggest areas that they trip and they fail is by making some of those bad hiring choices. Or hiring off the resume, or they just don't know, right? I mean, it's not something that hiring managers or, entrepreneurs, CEOs, right, necessarily have had a ton of experience hiring and trying to figure out that right person. So, my guidance is really before you make that first hire, you want to be very clear on what even that hire is, what they're going to be doing, what's going to look like success, right? Making sure you're getting that right fit, making sure they're aligned with you, everything else. As far as like as a company grows, typically we say somewhere between that as you start getting to between that 30 and 40 head count mark, usually we start saying you need more regular HR support, right? Don't necessarily need that full time, but you need someone who's regularly available, engaged on a weekly basis in some capacity to help you, right? Not just pass the recruiting, but making sure your policies and your procedures, management coaching, development, all that sort of thing. Right around that 30 to 40 head count, you start getting into more regular support that's needed.